Hey guys! Give it a few minutes to see if anybody's able to get on right now. If not, no big deal. I mentioned earlier today that I was gonna go live, possibly today, well, it is today, and kind of go over and give you guys, hey Denise, my top tips that I want you guys to kind of think about as we move into November, as we are starting. Because remember, we told you guys this morning, y'all are getting a double dose of me today. Told you guys this morning that on y'all's survey that we sent you, that motivation is one of those things that you guys really need help and some support with this holiday season. So I want to start it out strong. I want to do it now at the beginning of November so that we can kind of get our mind right, so that we can make sure that we are going to go about this the correct way. Motivation is huge. Motivation, though, is something that is, I want us to make sure that we're understanding this. Motivation and a decision are two completely separate things, okay? They are not the same. Motivation means I do it when I feel like it. I do it whenever things are going well. I do it when all the stars are aligned. That is what motivation is like, okay? Decision and deciding to do something is I am making the decision and then I am following through. I am going to continue to show up. I'm going to continue to do it no matter how I am feeling about it, okay? So I wanna make sure that we are understanding and I am being really clear about that. I don't wanna come in and confuse you guys or tell you wrong. Motivation is not something that we can rely on. Motivation runs in a cycle all the time. It is always like this, okay? Sometimes we'll feel like we're really highly motivated, doing well, and then we will dip off, and then we will find that we are not motivated, and then we need to do it again and again and again, and motivation is a cycle. Now, there are ways and little tips and tricks that I have found to kind of help increase that motivation and help me get the feeling back of wanting to do it. It does not interfere with the fact that I have decided, I have made a decision that I will live a healthy lifestyle. I have made a decision that I will reach the goals I want to make and reach, that I will make this something that's day in and day out. I have made those decisions at a separate moment and a separate time, but motivation is something that is nice to have. It's nice to have that feeling of feeling like we want to do these things. So does that make sense so far? I have 6 people watching, which is wonderful. And I want you guys to tell me automatically just right now already, do you guys feel like you have relied on simply motivation in your past time? Maybe before you were on this program with us, maybe right now while you're on the program with us. Kind of tell me where you're at with that motivation. Have you relied solely on motivation? Give me a yes, give me a no, not just like the little thumbs up and stuff, because I don't know who those are coming from. And I kind of want to know where y'all are at with this, so we can really come in and help you guys. Because this all starts with our mind. It all starts with the way that we are really thinking about this. And I want to make sure that from the get-go, it is starting in the right foot, like we are thinking about it the correct way. So motivation is something that I know I have depended highly on in the past, but I have learned as I have been doing this for a long time, I cannot rely on my motivation. My motivation will fail me. It will fail me. So I have to say decision, okay? I'm relying, I have made a decision that is separate from only motivation. I'm gonna read this real quick. Stacy said, motivation is what I thought I had in the past. I made the decision and dedication, yes, with money, to stay committed when I wanted enchiladas. Exactly. That's such a good point. Decision oftentimes requires some sort of sacrifice. Like we have to do something to keep us in the game, because at the time of your decision, your motivation was probably high. However, your motivation, we know, is going to leave us at some point. That does not mean that something's wrong with you. That does not mean that you're a failure. That is just the way it goes. So now that we have that clear, I just want to make sure we know there is a distinct difference in making a decision and following through with the decision because we know that's what we need for ourselves. We know that's what's best for ourselves versus only motivation. It is not bad to want motivation. It's not bad to rely on motivation, but that can't be everything for us. It just can't. It will not cut it. It never will cut it. So that leads me to my first tip for us, okay? And for you guys, if you're somewhere and you can write these things down, I would write them down. If not right now and you're just like listening while you're working out or in the car or something, I would suggest that you come back and watch this and write these things down because these are tips that if you have them in front of you and you can see them, then you're going to remember them better. Okay, so my first tip is going to be to revisit why you started in the first place. Okay, no matter where you're at in your journey, in your program, if you are in week 1, great. If you are in month 6, wherever you're at in your journey with our program, I want you to kind of think back and revisit why you started. Revisit that goal because that goal and that reason and that decision was there and it meant so much to you at the time that you decided to invest in yourself, okay? You made a decision to come in here, let us coach you, go all in on yourself. You didn't want to just let that motivation come and go and you kind of sway with the wind or ride the current anymore. So I want you guys to spend a little bit of time going back to the reason why you started in the first place. Revisit that goal. If that goal has changed because 1, you've met that goal, 2, your goal has shifted as you have learned more about yourself, as you have really kind of learned more about a healthy lifestyle and all of those things, great. Make a new goal. Make sure, and make sure we know that goal because we've got to be hand in hand on everything. But goals can change at any given time. If you feel like your goal lacks luster and it doesn't make you excited anymore, let's revisit that. Let's find something that does get you excited and make you motivated. If you need help with that and you want us to help you brainstorm those things, let me know. Let Kristen know and we can help you. I'm more than happy to do that. So I want you to do that though. And I call that your anchor reason. I call that those, and I say that, and I feel like I need to come up with a better name for it, but I call it your anchor reason, meaning it's something that anchors you. It is much deeper and it goes much farther beyond, I just want to lose a couple of vanity pounds, or I just want to see this number on the scale because I just do. Okay, sister girl, that ain't enough. We all know that is not enough to be our anchor reason when our period comes, like me yesterday, and you have cramps and you feel like crap and you just want to eat all of the chocolate and all of the chips. I'm not saying I didn't do it. I did not have that great of a day yesterday. My husband came home with these chips that were freaking so good, and I had some chocolate, and I was cramping and this and that. And so, hey, I didn't have the best day yesterday, but look, I'm on it today, and I'm getting going, and we are good to go. But the thing is, we got to have that anchor reason for those days that will come. It's going to happen. Or, like when you just don't feel like doing it anymore, you don't want to get up and go to the gym, like whatever those things are, they're going to happen. You have to have the anchor reason to keep you pulled through that ties to your decision. Okay, so your anchor reason and your decision are those same things, but they've got to be a deeper why. Most often, they involve other people. Why are you doing this? Is this so that your kids don't have these struggles when they grow up, so you want to get over it now? You want to break those chains now? Maybe you grew up and your mom kind of instilled the things that you see yourself struggling with today. Maybe you don't want to pass that on to your kids. Maybe you want to say, you know what? It stops with me. It's here. This is where it's going to end. I'm going to do the work now so that my babies don't have to go through this when they get older. I want to do it. I want to teach them how to eat. I want to teach them how to live a healthy lifestyle, show them that it's fun, show them that it is something worth fighting for. So that's my anchor reason. I'm going to do it so that they don't have to go through this. They can see the other way. I can be the thing that breaks that generational curse for my family and that bondage for my family, and it's going to be different starting with me moving forward. Guess what? That's going to be a lot more of a drive for you to follow through on your tough days if that's your anchor reason versus I just need to lose a couple of pounds. Does that make sense? If so, if I'm speaking to you, let me know. And if you want to drop your anchor reason and you feel comfortable enough doing it, please do it. I think it's powerful. We've got to know what it is, and you need to know what it is in a flash. You need to know what it is on the spot. I'm going to give it just a few minutes and see if anybody wants to kind of share that. Hey, Shelby. Not you. No. Jake just walked in. Okay, so I'm gonna keep moving. If you guys decide you want to share those anchor reasons, just put them here. I think that would be phenomenal for you guys to do. If whether you share it or not, I want you to know what it is, because you've got to have that to come back to. That's kind of like your core, that's your source, that's your reason. Okay, Jake, don't. So that's going to be number one. Number two is we're moving into November. We're moving into the holiday season. I want us to kind of turn the page, turn the tide. Instead of looking at, don't mess with this, baby. Instead of looking at the holidays as like a stressful time, or us worrying about things or worrying about progress, or, you know, stressing in any sense of the fashion of saying, oh, but I have all these things and like work is coming up. I know work is coming up, and so it's going to be so tough to say no to the treats and this or that. I want you to kind of spin it, and let's use that to work for us. Let's instead use it as a challenge to embrace, okay? That's why we're doing so much for you guys, and we have a lot planned, because I want to show you that we can make this fun. We can make this something that really can help you so that next holiday season, you guys are gonna be set. So let's use Jakey. Let's use this as a good challenge. Definitely for my kids. Lindsay says they are young and I will keep up with them in their teens. Absolutely. That's amazing. That's wonderful. That right there is powerful. That is powerful. I want you to hold on to that. That's your anchor reason. So looking at the holiday season to really help us to learn how to navigate all of these things. Okay. So my tip for you here is to dive in to this group. Like, dive into the support we have here. If we can lean on each other here and like really support each other and use this group, use us, use me, use Kristen, create that support system and group, then you are, you're gonna feel more motivated. You're gonna feel more connected to something that is bigger than just you. Don't be in isolation at this point in time. If things come up and you get stressed out and you get, you know, like you fall off or you miss a few check-ins, whatever it is, just come back, just connect. There is no judgment here for you guys. There is nothing like this. This is a safe place. This is a place that, like, I just want you to know that you don't have to be perfect. That is not what this is about. This is about giving you the tools to help you see you can always start new. You can always start again. So join in to the group. Like, don't push away, just come together. I guarantee you there's somebody that if you are having a hard day, if you post your struggles, somebody else is going to be able to be there to lift you up and help you. And somebody else is going to be there to say, girl, I've been there before. I'm there too. And it's going to help them. Okay, so that's my second tip. Let's see. I'm going to read Julie's reason. Oh. Wow. Yeah. So Julie, that's amazing. That is so good. She says she's 53, looking into the future. She wants to do things with her kids and her grandkids still, be active, wear a swimsuit, snow ski, stuff like that. That is huge. It is so important. And what I would say to the girl, like, okay, this is my birthday month. I will be 33 this month. And what I do today, the habits, the foundation, the health that I set up for myself today is going to take me into my 40s, and it is going to take me into my 50s. Okay, what you do today matters. It sets you up for the health and the foundation that you will have as women get older. We don't want to have to sit on the sidelines when we're older. We want to be there with our kids and our grandkids and feel great and look great and all of those things. And it starts now though. So what we're doing now, and that goes back to that anchor reason. I mean, that's huge. I want to be, the one that can get up and do it. And my kids have, all those big active memories. I'm there. I'm a part of them. I go out and play football with my boys. I'm the one that goes out and plays soccer with them and my husband. Like, it's not just, oh, dad did all those things with me. No, I want to be there doing those things with them too. So that's huge. That's powerful. Keep them coming and find yours, because that right there is what's going to keep you motivated. That's going to link back to your decision. So then number 3, this is one that I really love. This is one that I use all the time. I used it today, is get out of your sweats. Fix yourself up. I know, especially me. What, baby? Did you smush your hand? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I know for me, I hate being cold. When it gets chilly and all the things, like, well, look, I have a sweatshirt on right now. I don't have sweatpants on. I still have workout pants on. I have my sweats around here somewhere in my office. They're in my office because I had them on yesterday. But get out of them when you can. Not saying it's wrong to be in them, this and that, but there's a difference when you actually put like either workout pants on that like make you look good, or jeans on, or something like that, versus being in your sweats. Because fix yourself up a little bit. Even if it's just you at home, put makeup on, do your hair, like kind of get out of that frumpy stage that being cold in the winter months can put us in. If you do that, you're going to change your state. You're changing like your vibe and your energy. That's going to kind of get you a little giddy up in your step. That's something that I really do all the time. I don't wear frumpy workout clothes anymore. I used to because I didn't really care. Now I'm like, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. I don't look like crap anymore. Here's something that I have done for myself recently, and don't like when you see me not do this, call me out, but I have tried recently, probably in the last couple of months, to make like a condition for myself, like make a standard for myself that is, look, I'm not going to go anywhere looking like crap anymore. I'm not going to go anywhere looking like I just rolled out of bed. I'm not going to get on camera and look like you know what anymore. Like, I'm going to put a little more effort into this. Before I got on this live, I went and kind of straightened down my hair, did a little bit to look presentable, because you know what? That makes me feel better. Somebody can say whatever they want. They can say that it's vanity. They can say that it's stupid, whatever. If it doesn't work for you, okay, it doesn't work for you, that's fine. It works for me. It helps me feel like, look, I'm taking care of myself. I'm liking what I see in the mirror, versus if my hair's all up and I look like crap and my zits that I have right now are not covered up, stuff like that. This helps me stay motivated. Create that environment that you want in your everyday life. So that's just kind of like a personal standard of mine that I've done, because for my whole life, I've just kind of been like, I'm not like a big frou-frou girl or anything like that. That is just not me. But I would always like go to the store, and we live in a small town. I would go to the store and I would look like crap. I would really look like crap. And of course I would see everyone. And while I was there seeing everyone, I would be like, oh my gosh, like I'm so embarrassed. I just look so bad, or whatever the case may be. Well, guess what? I started noticing that just reflected back on me. Like that just kind of knocked me down. Instead of feeling like I was walking in a little more confidence, because for me, it just, and like I said, this may not work for you. It works for me though. It makes a difference. It makes a difference. And somebody at the gym the other day, a girl that is always working out at the same time I'm working out, she goes, girl, I always see you and you look so cute. Your hair's fixed. Like, you make me think I need to dress, like I need to look a little better. I was like, no, I mean, I just decided, for me, don't want to walk around looking like crap anymore. So this is just a personal standard of mine. Find your personal standard. Find like whatever that is for you. Get out of some sweats. Put on some good clothes. Like I told you guys, started my cycle yesterday, had some awful cramps. I just didn't feel good. So this morning I made it a point to do my hair. I got in real clothes. Y'all saw me on my live this morning. I was in real clothes. That's why, because I felt like Duke last night, and I just like, I didn't want to like let that roll over because I ate the chips and I ate the this and that. And so I was like, you know what? I want to feel good today. I want to start it new. So that's what I did. So find whatever that is for you. Buy something, some new like workout clothes, workout pants, or a shirt or something like that that makes you feel good and good about yourself. And you're going to start walking around in that confidence so much more. You will step into that person you want to be. You will step into that girl that is gaining all this confidence, that walks around with, really sure about what she's doing in her life, not confused about things. You're standing back up, you're taking it all back, and you're saying, I'm doing this for me. And you're saying, I'm showing up for myself. It's not for anybody else. It's for me, for me, for me. And that's going to make a big difference for you. So that's what I would say is get out of those sweats. That's going to help your motivation. That is really going to make you feel like, hey, look, I'm looking good. Look at that hard work I'm paying. It's paying off because you're wearing clothes that are form-fitting, that are actually accentuating things for you. You can tell you're not covered up by sweats. Does that help you any at all? Can anybody relate to what I just said? And I'm going to pause for a minute because I'm going to read a few of these comments. Oh, that's wonderful, Shelby. Absolutely. Girl, y'all need to go read Shelby's comment she just did. That is, yes, absolutely. She always would get to a certain point where she was happy and then she would kind of stop and start. She said, I'm angry that I've done that so many times. And that's okay. It's just, that's kind of that pattern we want to come in and fix. We want to look, this is an ongoing lifestyle thing. This isn't just a do it until we get to this certain point and then we have to backtrack kind of a thing. Oh my gosh, it's 3:19. Y'all, I gotta go get my little boy. Okay, I'm gonna speed through these next things. Damn it. Okay, number 4, change up the scenery. What that means is work out a little bit earlier in the day if you can. Like go outside and do something if you can. Like change that scenery around and change it up, because that's going to kind of keep that mundaneness of things and that blah out of the situation and out of the picture. The more you can change things up, the better. Also, another good tip, if you can, work out early in the morning or earlier in your day versus later in your day. Later in the day when it's cold outside, when you got family things, you've eaten all the crap all day, if that were to happen, you're not as motivated down the line. Work out early if you can. And then last thing is going to be like trying different foods, trying different recipes. We're going to come in and give you guys that. We're going to give you some of those things. We're going to do our bake off. Just kind of like try out different things. Get excited about things again. Get excited about, doing this during the holidays. Use it as a challenge to help you and to motivate you and push you forward and move things forward. So those are my tips. Those are 5 motivational tips, but we know that motivation is only going to come if we have the decision behind it to truly move forward and push things forward. Find that anchor reason for you guys. Change things up a little bit. Decide and make the decision. Don't always rely on the action for yourself. Get out of your sweats, get something cute on, and just start strutting around feeling good, okay? So if you watch the replay, I want you to comment of the things that you really are kind of resonating with that you will try. And then if you are watching live, I want you to do the same thing. Let's really start this November strong. Let's go in. Let's have some direction. Let's go with intentionality. Let's understand we are in charge of our motivation. It is up to you. It is up to me. Let's use these tips. Let's get going with things. All right, girls? Let's see, she says, put on jeans the other day, notice my progress. Yes, exactly, out of the stretchy pants, put jeans on, put something good on. You're gonna notice how much you look, like all of this progress, you're gonna see it that much more often. Okay, I gotta run. Love you all. Appreciate you. Hope this helps. If you watch the replay, please let me know. Let's put these things into action for us. Bye, guys.